Okay. So let's talk about protests. I've been to a couple, and when you're walking and marching and chanting with everybody, you can feel everybody's energy, and you kind of like vibe off each other, and it's a really powerful feeling. It's very moving, and it brings you to tears at times. And I've also watched um like I don't know how many hours of protests on not just like the news, but like on the live streams where people were like in it and holding up their phones and like recording everything. And I was just watched that for like 12 hours a day for weeks. It was because, I just gotten laid off because of the COVID and I didn't have anything else to do. And they always, always, always start off peacefully and powerfully and empowering, and people are just feeling good. And then what turns is at some point in the day, the police decide to, instead of block traffic so that the people marching can get through safely, they block the marchers and fire rubber bullets at them and tear gas canisters. And it becomes, and these people, it's not like they're sitting there with bats and bricks and or anything like that. They're just marching in a t-shirt, carrying a cardboard sign, totally within their First Amendment rights. And then all of a sudden, because I don't know, somebody says it's time for them to break it up, they just start firing on them. I know they aren't bullets, but rubber bullets have blinded people, have killed people. The tear gas has caused asthma attacks that people have died from. People have been killed by police, maimed by police, definitely tortured by police. And their use of these what, humane weapons, they aren't humane. They're not at all. Imagine you're sitting there marching full of empowerment and this great feeling like maybe somebody will listen, and all of a sudden your face is just washed with this burning, stinging chemical, and your eyes and mouth and nose, it's all burning, and you're like drooling and shit, and people are pouring shit all over your face, and then a rubber bullet like smacks you in the fucking stomach, and the only protection that you have against it is your however body fat you might have right there. And you think people are supposed to stay calm? A group of people, a group of human people who, when you are marching and you're feeling empowered, can feel the way the energy is vibing off everybody. You think that that emotion, when it turns suddenly to we need to protect ourselves and each other, doesn't radiate outward back into the crowd? And you expect people to stay calm? And then you act like the aggressor wasn't the police? Or now Trump who is sending military troops to California, and the mayor is suing him because he didn't ask for it, he doesn't want it, and Trump is doing it anyway. Turning the military on his own country. My dog has to poop. But anyway, turning the military against his own country, against his own people, because he wants to proclaim martial law. Because once that happens, then he now has, as the chief of the army, as the chief head man in charge, he now has complete power with military force over the entire country. That's the goal. Free LA. From what? A delightful population of people with good food and music? No thanks. It's all a fucking con so he can own the country. That's it. Because being president isn't enough. He has to own everything and everyone in it. And it's sick and it's greedy and it's twisted and it's soulless. It's an empty, petty goal. Small minded bullshit. That's how I feel about that.